celebration of The Last Jedi being released in theaters, I wanted to make a video on my favorite Star Wars game, which is Rogue Squadron 2 Rogue Leader. Now, if you didn't know, I am a hardcore Star Wars fan since childhood. I've seen the movies hundreds of times, including the prequels, played the hell out of the old school games like the Jedi Knight series, the old school Battlefront series, and even EA's Crash Grabs as well. A big fan of the Republic Commando games, and I'm still waiting for a sequel for that. Read several comics, a handful of books, canon and not canon alike. But I'm kind of waffling on now, so what about Rogue Squadron 2 then? Developed by LucasArts, rest in peace, you shall be missed, and released on the Nintendo GameCube as the release title, a sequel to the well-reviewed predecessor Rogue Squadron for the Nintendo 64. Rogue Squadron 2 puts you into the cockpit of a rebel starfighter with you playing a variety of well-known characters from the lore, from Luke Skywalker in his X-Wing, Wedge Antilles in his Speedy A-Wing, and even Han and Chewie in the Millennium Falcon. The story mode follows you through major events during the Galactic Civil War between the Rebel scum and the glorious Galactic Empire. You get to relive iconic battles in the Star Wars universe, from the Battle of Hoth, Endor and the Battle of Yavin, for just to name a few, along with new locations and missions. But unfortunately, events like the Eyes on Corridor ambush are not canon anymore because thank you Disney. Now, the gameplay for Rogue Leader is spot on. This game is 16 years old and plays better than EA Star Wars games. That says a lot. Just by observing the game, you can tell the developers put love into the game, from the starting screen showing a video reel of the movies with the beautiful John Williams soundtrack in the back. Your menu screen is the rebel base of Yavin with a narrator delivering some context on the given mission. Not only that, when you're loading up for a mission, the game loads up the rebel base hangar for you to choose what starfighter you want before taking off, with the scenery changing depending on what planet you're on. And you can even hear the sounds of the tauntauns and the guy on the intercom. It just sounds so perfect. If you're a Star Wars fan, you will definitely love this and definitely feel satisfied playing it. The level of immersion is beyond any game at the time of its release, in my opinion, to be on par aesthetically with games like Halo Combat Evolved and Gran Turismo 3. The cockpit view of an X-Wing is heavily detailed, like I never changed the camera at all throughout my playthrough. That's how fully invested I was. Hell, you can even use your targeting computer, which really helps a lot, really helps a lot, but the challenge is to try and use your targeting computer at a minimum. See, at the end of each mission, you're rewarded a medal, unlike Chewbacca, from bronze, silver and gold, depending on time of completion, kills and whether how many times you use your targeting computer. And I give props to anyone who's got a gold medal for every mission, because I couldn't get a single one. Yes, not just a piece of excellent fan service, Rogue Leader gives you one hell of a challenge. I'm not gonna lie, I did rage a few times. Every mission has a unique flavour and impact to them. Only 11 missions, including a few secret levels, are available. Each mission has been managed in some way to stand out towards the player. For instance, besides the tutorial mode, which has a great landscape of Tatooine by the way, your first mission has you thrown onto the first Death Star attack during the Battle of Yavin. This was the best thing I had ever experienced when I first played this game as a child. You're flying across the surface of the Death Star with lasers flying everywhere. Then soon after, you're undergoing the trench run as Luke Skywalker. This is what you call true awesomeness here, ladies and gentlemen. Rogue Leader goes against some of the typical conventions modern games have, with the first few levels of games being really slow and boring. But no, this game throws you into the fun and straight away. Other missions that I had a blast with, no pun intended, was the Eyes on Corridor ambush. The visuals of that mission were just beautiful. The introduction to switching starfighters on the go was really helpful and effective, especially when the constant waves of TIE fighters are attacking the rebel fleet, with your squadron being the last line of defense. And of course, the iconic Battle of Hoth from The Empire Strikes Back is definitely a standout. This mission has a classic hold the line feeling where you're on your snowspeeder trying to take out as many Imperial walkers as you can. Piloting the snowspeeders are as fun as hell, and tying up an AT-AT walker with your tow cables is the best feeling ever. Overall, the force is extremely strong with this game. If you're a Star Wars fan, it isn't a question at all. Go play it if you can, and don't give any of your money to EA. God, I miss LucasArts so much. With that said, that was Star Wars Rogue Squadron 2 Rogue Leader for the Nintendo GameCube. Guys, I hope you really enjoyed this review. So I guess that's it. I'm signing off. Have a great day, everyone. Please make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and may the force be with you. Peace.